After an embarrassing loss at home at night in Death Valley to your rival Alabama, LSU fans are pissed off about Brian Kelly. And they should be because the season hasn't been great and they have wasted elite talent as a Heisman quarterback last year with no defense. Their defense hasn't been great this year. Their offense hasn't been anything all that spectacular either. They're putting a lot of pressure on Garrett Nussmeier, and the season hasn't played out like you want. They're likely going to be out of the SEC championship game. They're on the outside looking in to get into the playoffs. I would say it'd be a long shot, and a lot of things will need to fall their way for them to get into the playoff. So this season it's kind of over in a sense for LSU. Obviously, they need to win out because they need to maintain Bryce Underwood. That is going to be their golden ticket moving forward because they have an elite class coming in 2025 next year. And this guy is the highlight of the class. Number one recruit overall in the country, Bryce Underwood from Belleville, Michigan. He's 6'4", 210, and he's just an absolute freak athlete. And he is committed to LSU. So LSU fans are able to say, okay, we need to make sure we win out and get 9 wins this season. But our biggest priority is to keep Bryce Underwood because Michigan is making a push for Bryce Underwood. I mean, he's the most highly coveted recruit in the country, and Michigan is in need of a quarterback. We see what their quarterback room looks like this year, and they don't have one. And Dave Portnoy has come out and be like, yeah, I'll shell out millions to get someone. And we know that it's going to be a priority for Sharon Moore to get a quarterback. And so they're going to do all that they can to keep this guy home, keep him in Michigan and play for the Wolverines. And another kicker in this story is Connor Stallions is now coaching. He was at another high school in Michigan. Now he's at the high school where Bryce Underwood is, and he's coaching Bryce Underwood. So he's going to be trying to pull strings to get him in the maize and blue. So this is something you really got to watch out for. The LSU, this is what they're going to hang their hat on and say, look, we're going to build for the future with this upcoming class. Because on top of Bryce Underwood, you got a top 50 player coming in Derek Meadows, the number 7 receiver overall, who will be a great threat. And that would be a great tandem for Bryce Underwood. So it's really important that LSU needs to win out versus Florida and Vandy and Oklahoma and stay very relevant in the season. Otherwise, you're really losing some ground, and Michigan might be able to flip this guy. So LSU fans have all the right to be kind of pissed off with what their program is right now. There is hope in the future. They do need to work on fixing their defense, but there is some shining light coming if you keep him and if you start to win out. Follow Big Body Ball CFB on all socials.